Hey everybody, I want to talk to our yard carters that are serving Navy communities, so naval bases, naval hospital communities, naval housing, submarine communities, all the Navy communities. Okay, this is a big deal. Today, the E7 Chief Selector results were released. This launches the season, the Chief season. This is a big deal. So this is a big deal in the Navy community. It's a long-standing Navy tradition that when someone gets promoted to the E7 rank, they go through a season where they get retrained on how to be a leader. And so they go through a season, and at the end of the season, they get pinning. It's like graduation, where they get accepted into the Chief's Mess, and it's also known as the GoatLocker. So you can look up the GoatLocker online. You'll get a lot of history on just the Chief's Mess. So anyway, so YCS put out 2 sets for me that I suggested and really begged for, and Ginger is a chief spouse, retired chief spouse, and thankfully she totally got it. Like, this is a big deal for the Navy. Honestly, for us, it would be yard cards. My husband and I, my husband is a chief, by the way, and he is in the mess, and he went through season years ago, and so it's a big deal for us and serving this community. So us at Would-Be Yard Cards, we actually were just as busy for chief pinning as we were for graduation. So for us, a big deal. So some of the things that you can use for chief pinning is gold and blue, navy and blue, yellow and blue, even black and gold. Black, you can use all of these various colors. So I wanted to talk to you about these 2 sets and why I begged for them, and why, if you are serving a Navy community, you need to get these and start using them, start advertising them, because today the results came out and people are already excited. We already have cards booked for select yard cards. So there's a difference. Let me kind of explain that. So when you get selected for promotion, until pinning, you're not considered a chief. You're considered a chief select, a CPO select, a selectee, and then once pinning happens, you become chief. You're accepted officially to the mess. So if you want to advertise anything, even if it's just your blue and gold inventory that you already have in celebratory flair, like fireworks and balloons and confetti and that kind of stuff, go ahead and do it. Do it now. Do it tonight. Put it together. Throw something together that says, congrats select, congrats chief select, congrats CPO select, any of that, something generic to where you can say, hey, we have 2 of these available if anybody wants them, because they may book them tonight, they may book them tomorrow, because results just came out, but officially they launched to everybody tomorrow. Anyway, okay, so I wanted to show you the GoatLocker flocker, and the reason for this is last year, a lot of chiefs around the nation would pay for flamingo flocking for their selectees. So a genuine chief is someone who's already been pinned. They are a chief. They will sponsor a select, so someone who has just been selected, and they mentor them through the season. And so they would pay for, my husband's getting ready to come in, they would pay for a flocking of their selectee. Here's my chief right here running. And then that was just kind of a fun way to build morale or whatever. So this year, with the Chief Petty Officer Spouse Association, which I'm a part of and a chair on, we decided to fundraise using the GoatLocker flocker set that Ginger was kind of her brainchild, and she came up and developed for us. And I'm going to show you that, as well as some of the new chief pieces, and kind of explain them to you. So let's go outside. I had to do most of this inside because there's the whole neighborhood of kids outside and they can be loud. So let me show you. There's a kid playing in my GoatLocker flocker set right now. Thank you. So this is the GoatLocker flocker set. And so you have goats of various sizes, you have anchors, because once a select gets pinned, they will get pinned with a fouled anchor on their collar. So, kids in the background. So these are the pieces. You'll even notice like some of the goats have an anchor on them, and that's what that represents. So the GoatLocker, again as a reminder, is another name for the chief's mess, which is your group of chiefs. Okay, here's the other set. Shh. So here are the actual anchors that will be pinned on the chief at pinning time. These will go onto their collars. Stars to match this guy right here, who is wearing a chief cover, the khaki cover. And then you've got your chief pride when it was established. Deck plate leadership means E7 and above. You now become chief, senior chief, master chief. You are now deck plate leadership. Anchors away, of course, very popular Navy slogan, always and forever. Ask the genuine chief. So I kind of mentioned this earlier. A genuine is someone who's already been pinned. Navy chief, Navy pride, they say this constantly, especially throughout the season. So this set would be your chief pinning set that you would use. And you can mix and match these pieces. Again, the most important part is getting those colors of either blue and gold or black and gold, as you can see in this piece up here, because the cover is black and like a khaki, will work. So I just wanted to take this moment and kind of explain these pieces and the heart behind them, and thank Ginger for making them, because they're going to be huge for us as we launch our fundraiser for the CPOSA. And like I said, we were just as busy, if not more busy, at pinning time last year as we were for graduation. So pinning will happen the second or third week of November this year, so you have some time to plan, so plan for it if you're in a Navy community. Okay, I hope this was informative for everyone, and if those who can use this information, start advertising now, because the spouses of these selects are already going to start planning their pinning gifts and their celebration signs and cakes and cookies and all of that stuff. They're going to start planning now. So advertise. All right, bye.